I'll give the people of North Carolina a challenge. Anybody that's got their license, their driver's license, within the last, I think it's 6 months, turn it over and look at the back of your North Carolina driver's license. There's a hologram on the North Carolina driver's license that our governor easily approved that is of the North American Trade Union. Did you know that?
Yep, that's true, and the goal is to put RFID tags on all the driver's license. We've got another phone call. Is there anything else you'd like to add today?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you for calling in. Call back anytime. You're on the Real News.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you on today.
Yeah, I just wanted to add your last caller I was listening to him, and he was hitting a lot of it right on the head of the nail, and I just wanted to add that me and my wife, we've talked a little bit about, what can we do as individuals, because it's a big monster we're fighting, as individuals and as those people who have, quote, woken up to the New World Order and to the global elite and the Illuminati and what have you, these power-mad people. What can we do as individuals in our own life? And me, for one, I get highly upset if we ever have to go to Walmart for anything, because I do not want to go to Walmart for anything, and or Lowe's or any of these huge corporations that are multinational. And we try every time we can to buy made in the USA. I found the other day we had bought a shovel made in China. We're taking it back. We found one made in the USA. Little things like that. We've reduced. I have a bank account that I just have open just to cash checks. Get my money out, and if we save anything, we convert our confetti money into something hard, gold or silver, and we save that way. They've when you said the comment about the American people are pretty dumbed down, well, they've done that by design. We quit drinking fluoridated water. We get our water from a well. I travel around with a canteen. Not aluminum canteen, but, a canteen, an Army canteen with our well water in it. So, because fluoride attacks a gland in your brain that actually produces melatonin naturally, and melatonin, they find, is a natural cancer killer fighter. And fluoride kills this gland in your brain that produces the melatonin that can help your body naturally fight cancer. So it's like a soft kill. They're soft killing us. And they've known this for, 40, 50, 60 years, and that's, I believe, why they did it. How can aluminum waste from aluminum, industrial aluminum waste, where you cannot dump it because it's so toxic, how can adding it to the drinking water be helpful?
And the irony there is that once people do get cancer, then of course we're just a product for the medical industrial complex. We're just on their balance sheets. We're stuck into that system.
Couple that with the mercury in your vaccines, and it's just an unbelievable story. We did a broadcast that Jim had lined up a guest on fluoride, and it is an amazing story that goes totally unreported. What's your opinion, sir, on this economic meltdown and the money being transferred to the very elite criminals that caused it to start with?
Well, I think what you're seeing is what happened during I think it was right around 1812 when Nathan Rothschild bought up the English economy for pennies on the pound. They've driven down the prices, and now they're swooping in and buying up all the economy while prices are low. And so many of these county commissioners, if there's any county commissioners listening, wise up. You're going to be borrowing money from the bank to do your infrastructure work, and they're going to not just destroy the economy. That's well underway since NAFTA. listened to Ross Perot, that giant sucking sound in Mexico, and he was right. And now they're destroying the currency itself, which would naturally happen as a result of fractional reserve banking. But they're going to be, county commissioners are going into debt to do all this infrastructure work, borrowing money from the bank. Well, guess what? When the economy goes belly up and the currency goes belly up and you can't repay your debt, the bankers, ultimately the world bankers, the central bankers, are going to they're going to call good on their loans, and they're going to come and they're going to seize the infrastructure. They're going to seize the roads. They're going to seize the water. They're going to seize the jail. They're going to say, you can't pay your loans back. It's ours. And then the next thing you know, they do whatever they want to the water. They set up tolls on the roads. Well, it's ours. We can set the property taxes now. They can set it so high where you can't pay them and drive you off. And who knows what their end game is? I've heard many different scenarios, and it doesn't look good. So one of the scenarios I heard was, and saw from the one of their schemes was to actually depopulate Appalachia, make it a human-free zone, most of Appalachia. And that was in the UN, and that was in the Senate, and there was a fellow who successfully fought it back, but it's still in their plans, you know.
Well, we want to